Everyone, this is Vyom Kumar Gupta, uh, a research scholar from Triple IT Allahabad. Today, we are going to discuss how we can design sequential logics in Verilog, and we will practically see the implementations of latches and D flip-flop in today's lab session. Before going to diagnose or going to postmortem these Verilog programs or these very low codes of D flip-flop latches, I would like to tell you about some basics which help you to understand or to design such sequential blocks like D flip-flop and latches. So the first thing is difference between concurrent and procedural block. Concurrent and procedural block. Okay, so what is the difference between concurrent and procedural block? So basically in C or C++, what the compiler does, compiler reads the program line by line and defines a sequence or a control flow to execute the program. But here we do not have any order in which we are executing this code. So here the Verilog statements are executed arbitrarily. Okay. So in concurrent type of block, the execution of the statement is arbitrary, and in procedural blocks, the execution of a statement has a well-defined order and has a well-defined sequence. Okay. So what is the difference? In concurrent, there is an arbitrary order of execution, but in procedural block it executes sequentially. Okay. Now the concurrent block is the advanced Verilog topic. We will not discuss here. It is not related to business. The thing we will going to discuss is procedural block. Okay. So procedural blocks are of two types. Procedural blocks are further divided into two types. That is initial block and always block. From initial block you are already familiar. You are using these initial blocks in your test bench. So what is the always block and how it is different from the initial block? So there are mainly three differences between the initial block and the always block. The first main difference is initial blocks are not synthesizable, but always blocks are synthesizable. Okay, so this is the first difference. And what is the meaning of this? Basically the context of this thing is we use initial blocks in test bench and we does not synthesize the test bench, and we use always block in our main program or in our modules which is synthesizable. Okay, so the always block defines a sequence in which the statements are executed, but it is synthesizable because it is a part of a module, and the initial block is a part of test bench, mainly a part of test bench. Okay, so what is the second difference? The second difference is initial blocks executes once, while always blocks executes multiple times. How always blocks executes multiple times? Always blocks executes multiple times because it is sensitive to a sensitivity list. Okay, so in the syntax, so there is a syntax of writing always blocks. So always at, so in this bracket we write down some variable names, or the name of registers, or name of wires, or name of clock signals, or name of some events. Event, you can say the logical operation of two wires. Okay, or the or you can say any matlab combinational event. So when we will receive a change in the items of the sensitivity list, the always block will execute for each and every change of the sensitivity list. Okay,